Hello, it's Jennifer McGuire once again, and thanks for stopping by. Today I have a very simple card for you using new distress glitter, and it also shows you how to create glitter letters on a card. So here's the card. It's very simple, but I think with this fun glitter you don't need a whole lot more. And I actually did this in two different color combinations. The first uses my three favorite of the new distress glitters, and the second just uses a rainbow of the colors. There are so many great colors in this collection, so I think it's kind of hard to pick a favorite, but I did pick my three favorites and I'll share that today. Now for these cards, I used a stamp set from My Favorite Things. It's called Bold Sentiments, and I think this is fantastic for covering with glitter. Now if you don't have a stamp like this, you could use alphabet letters to do this, or you could even cover letter stickers with glitter if you want to, using the same technique that I'm going to show you. But I love this stamp set. It's one of my all-time favorites. So I'm going to go ahead and put this onto my footed mount. This is the stamp press from Martha Stewart, and I want to stamp just the word your first with black ink. So I'm using some sticky post-it tape here just to cover up the word amazing, so that I can only ink up the word your. If you're careful, you don't need the sticky tape, but I'm not all that careful, so I'm just masking it so I can ink up the word your only and stamp that. And you'll notice I got ink all over my block. That's because I'm not that careful. So I'm going to use a stamp press and press this right onto the bottom of a Hero Arts white note card. And you'll see how easy it was just to stamp the word your. Now for the word amazing, I just want it to be, I want to stamp this very light. I just need it to show up enough to cover with the glitter. So I'm stamping it with the soft granite ink from Hero Arts. If you could find a lighter ink, that probably is even better. Now this is kind of dark and splotchy at first, but it'll dry much lighter, but I don't really care because I'm going to cover it with the distress glitter. Now to put the distress glitter on, I like to use glossy accents because it will hold it in place and won't let it rub off. So I squirted some glossy accents into the center of the A, and I'm using a stick pin to spread the adhesive all the way, spread the glossy accents all the way into the corners of the letter. So I just kind of pull it along to fill up the entire letter. So now I'm grabbing my distress glitter. I'm going to shake it on. Now distress glitter is a little bit different than other glitters because it's like a vintage mica, not like a normal glitter. So if regular glitter is a little bit too much for you, it's a little too blingy, distress glitter would probably be perfect for you. It's a little more subtle, a lot more classy, and it's just beautiful. Again, it's like a vintage mica that's just so nice. And the texture that it leaves is fantastic. So I had some glitter that kind of got out of the lines there, so I'm just using the tip of the pin to kind of push it back into place. Next, I'm going to move on and do my next letter. I decided to use, again, my three favorite distress glitters on this. The first color that I'm doing is the Peacock Feathers. That's what I used for the A, the Z, and now I'm going to use it for the G. I'm kind of spacing them out. I find it's easier to do all of the letters in one color and then let that dry a little bit and move on to the letters of the next color. So here I'm going to use pumice stone, which is one of my other favorites. This looks like a vintage silver glitter. Oh, it's just so pretty, kind of like a metal. It's just lovely, and it's so much better than other silver glitters because it's just not as ostentatious. Now for the gold, this is the antique linen. I love this color also. It's a great vintage gold kind of look. Again, I had some of the glitter that kind of got away from me here. The glue kind of spread too much, so I just used the pin to push it back in place. And this dries pretty quickly, so I'll just leave this to dry. Then I'll rub my finger over it firmly to make sure I knock off any other glitter, and then I don't have to worry about it coming off when it goes through the mail. So you can see it's just the most beautiful pieces of chipped mica. That's what it looks like, vintage mica. I use the same technique to cover these letters with a rainbow of distress glitters. I think distress glitter is perfect for a card like this where the glitter gets the full attention, but it's just not too much, not too overwhelming because it's the nice subtle glitter. So this technique, however, would work with any kinds of glitter that you may have on hand already. If you have any questions, please visit my blog at jennifermcguireinc.com. If you're watching over on YouTube, just check out the description below. All the supplies are listed there. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.